But we all going through shit, dog, right? I went to the doctor, they told me I got like severe anxiety and panic attacks, right? I didn't know what the fuck that was, right? I thought panic attacks was white people's way of saying they didn't want to do some shit. My whole life, that's what I thought it meant, right? I used to bartend, and when you bartend, you're supposed to clean the bar at night, because in the morning, that's where fruit flies come and all that shit, right? When I came in, the bar was dirty. I was pissed. I was like 26 years old. I'm fresh from Fort Worth, right? I was like, hey, why the bar dirty? All the white people's like, you didn't hear what happened to Dan last time? I was like, what happened to Dan? It's like, he had a panic attack. I said, what the fuck is that? He's like, running his family. I said, his whole family just be panicking? I didn't know. I said bet, and when black brothers say bet, it means it's on, nigga. He got it at work at 3:30, at 3:15, I'm stretching like, ooh, I can't wait to see this nigga, dog. He walked in, all the managers crowded him, Dan, you okay? You drink water? You talk to a doctor? He's like, I feel better. I was like, Dan, let me holler at you real quick, bro. I pushed this nigga into the kitchen, like, what you doing? I said, we finna talk. Why'd you clean the bar last night? He's like, I had a panic attack. I said, what time, nigga? What time did you have it, nigga? Around like 1 a.m. Why didn't you clean the bar at 12, nigga? I'd never heard of that shit. I was like, you know what a panic attack is? A panic attack is when you fight with somebody and you accidentally kill the nigga. You don't mean to, you just want to knock the nigga out like, oh shit. You know what I mean? That's what a panic attack is. Like O.J. Simpson had a panic attack. I got older, they told me I had that shit, I didn't even know, right? I went to this white lady, this doctor, right? It's a true story, dog. I called her, I mean, it's like during the pandemic, so it's like virtual. Right? I said, how you doing? I said, I be shaking and I be shaking. I didn't know how to describe it. I was like, I be shaking and Why they said, why are you shaking? I said, nah, that's why I'm calling you. I said, can you help me with anything? She's like, I can't help you, I'm sorry. And she boop, and she left, she was gone. I was like, bitch, okay, bet. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I hope I don't see you again. Dog was so pissed, right? 7 months go by, right? I start shaking again and shit, right? As a black lady, old black lady, love her to death. I love black people, dog, right? I said, hey, man, I be shaking and shit at night. She's like, what's going on with you? She was real aggressive. I said, I don't know. That's why I'm calling you. Where your daddy at? I was like, he dead. Check one, nigga. I can't make this up, dog. She said, you got any other siblings? I said, I got a brother. Where he at? He dead. Check two. Where your mama at? She in the living room. She alive? Yeah, thank God. I said, she got cancer. Oh, shit. You got anxiety. I said, well, what's that? It's like computer screens open on your computer you're not using and your body will freeze up. I said, what I do? I'm gonna give you some medicine. I said, okay, talk to me. She gave me this medicine, she said, take this, right? She gave me some Zoloft, right? I popped that shit, yeah, nigga, I didn't know. Apparently, you don't know how anxiety works. You ain't supposed to be like, yeah, that shit'll kill you. I took that shit, I couldn't feel nothing, dog. I felt like a fucking zombie, dog. Sitting there, I couldn't cry, couldn't do shit, right? I called her back like, hey, man, I don't like the way this made me feel. She's like, do you have thoughts of killing yourself or hurting somebody? I said, is that a side effect? She said, yes, it is. I said, why you give me this? She said, well, you the one that was panicking, nigga. But she broke it down. She was like, listen, right now, your cup is full. That's what she told me. I said, what? Your cup is full. You tell people your cup is full. I said, that's all I gotta tell them? They gonna know I got panic attacks? I just walk around saying my cup is full and everybody gonna leave me the fuck alone? Yes. You can't hold a bunch of information right now. What's gonna happen if I do? You gonna start doing this shit. I said, all right. So that's what I do. I tell people my cup full, dog. You can't really tell black people, dog, because they don't really believe me, right? I told this black girl a true story, dog, like 3 days ago. She said, I think you funny. I see you on TV, you funny, but in person, you kind of dry. I told her, man, I got anxiety real bad. I be freaking out and shit. She was like, whatever, nigga, you a bitch. I was like, God, dog. I was like, ma'am, you're gonna cause me to have anxiety, right? True story, I'm gonna get out here. True story. I'm in Texas one time, I'm visiting my mama in Fort Worth, Texas, right? I'm on the porch, it's like 63 degrees, 65 degrees, it's perfect smoking weather, right? It just rained, perfect like temperature, right? I'm rolling up, I'm chilling, right? And I noticed my mama neighbors, they white, right? This white lady was in a taxi, she pulled up, right? And I ain't seen the taxi in a minute, so it's suspicious, right? This white man get out the car and he yelling in the car, he yelling at the car, like, get out the car! I'm not playing with you. Get out the car, right? I put my blunt down like, nah, I'm gonna go inside. If the cops come, they gonna fuck with me. I'm like, look, dog, I'm just doing drugs. Leave me alone. It's true shit. I go in the house, right? And like my screen door kind of open, right? Like 5 minutes later, true story, this white lady is on the grass. My mama neighbor on the grass. She's like 55 years old. And she like struggling, like almost army crawling. And she like make eye contact with me. And she said, help me. That's what she said. She's like, help me. And my ancestors was like, nigga, don't go out there. Hey, listen, dog, helping a white lady like helping an alligator. You might mean well, but that motherfucker will bite you in the end. She looked me dead in my face. She said, right? So I just closed the door. She said, what are you doing? I said, my cup is full. Hey, y'all been great. I'm Sidney Castillo. I hate when people make excuses for their life. That's me. I hate excuses, especially like from grown men. Like, I can't stand it. Especially when you complain about things that we can't help you with. It gets on my nerves. Like, I'm the wrong person because I don't care about your problems. Like, I really don't. Like, if you're over 30, stop telling people you grew up without a father. Like, no one cares. There's nothing we could do for you. My boy's like, yo, Sid, you know I grew without a father. I was like, oh, well, I don't know what to tell you. I was like, but I had one and he was incredible. I was like, you have every reason to be successful. You should speak 3 different languages. You should learn how to play the piano. I was like, you had all that time by yourself. I was like, I didn't have that opportunity. I was too busy getting loved on by 2 parents. You ever played this game called Catch? It's amazing. I hate when people try to make you feel bad about their problems, so I always say the opposite. This one girl was like, I'm adopted. I was like, oh, well, I don't know what to tell you. But me and my biological parents are gonna have dinner right now. I'd invite you, but we're drawing family trees and you wouldn't have anything to draw, I'll be awkward at the table. We're discussing family reunions and you kinda need a family. I'm mean, yes I am. I hate when people try to make me feel bad. That's my gift back to y'all. Whenever somebody says something bad to y'all, say the opposite, it'll make you feel so much better. I'm living proof. Like, I'm broke. Well, I'm balling, so I know what to tell you. I ain't got no gas. I had a full tank since Tuesday. Like, I'm bored as hell. Well, we going to the club, it's gonna be bitches everywhere. Who you going with? Me and my father. I'm glad y'all laughing. I'm from Fort Worth. I gotta make it. I can't move back to where I'm from. Nigga, be a going away party. Nigga, wings and shit. You know when people throw you a going away party, you can't never return where you from. My last name Castillo, right? I know y'all was like, what? Yeah. My last name Castillo was like growing up kind of crazy, right? Because growing up, black women think it's exotic. They be like, Castillo, oh my God, you speaking? I'm like a little bit, say something, woman starts, oh, bitch, 2 languages, hello! Mexican people, they want fucking answers. Yeah. They're like, Castillo, how? Explain, go. es un negro, pero how? El people in the pollo locos and Popeyes, go. I'm 43, man. I ain't got no kids. I'm at the age where like I got like, you know what? I gotta either try to have a baby in the next 10 minutes, or I'm gonna be just a great stepdaddy. I don't really know if I can have kids anymore, dog. My nut don't come out like it used to be. Like my nut used to like, ha! You know what I mean? Now, a lady the other day, she was like, come on my face. I was like, all right. It was like, boop, just a little bit. He hit her right in the cheek, and she was like a baby bird, like wanting more. I had to close her lips. Come back later. That's all I have. We listen, we don't judge.